never see. But I'm so sentimental, and I'm so hopeful you'll be here. So here I am, every year, every Christmas. Yeah, I've wished for you in my heart and in my head. And I got my answer that first moment that we met. And oh yes,
Hello and welcome back to Bookmark Chronicles, and welcome to day 3 of Vlogmas. So I'm really excited about the tea today because it just sounds amazing. It's apple cider. But before I get to that, I went to Starbucks this morning because I didn't feel like cooking breakfast, and I got the sugar cookie almond milk latte thingy. Honestly, I don't think it's that good. I ended up adding some coffee creamer to it, the Italian sweet cream. Yeah, I don't know, it just didn't have a lot of flavor, so I'm a little disappointed. Would not recommend. But anyway, I forgot to show though that I also got peppermint bark because it is that time of year, and they specifically have the dark chocolate ones, which is my favorite. All right, but on to today's tea. It is apple cider, which I didn't even know they had, so I'm very excited about this. It has apples, sweet blackberry leaves, apple flavoring, I don't know what that means, and artificial vanilla something. I don't care. I'm just really excited about this because it sounds really good, and I love apple cider, so hopefully this is good. It smells amazing, and it also tastes good. It pretty much does taste like warm apple cider, just not as sweet. I didn't add any honey or anything, but it's really good, and I'm very happy about this. On to the chocolate. I believe it's milk chocolate. I don't know what, oh, I had it upside down. It's a lion. Hopefully you can see that. Milk chocolate lion of Belgium. So yeah, it's just milk chocolate. Oh, there's caramel on the inside. Oh. I was not expecting the caramel on the inside, but I'm not mad at it. All right, 3 for 3 with tea and chocolate. I love that. And funnily enough, I'm not a huge caramel fan. I only like it in certain things like Twix, Snickers, and Rolos. Love those, but a Milky Way, I will never eat ever again. I think they're disgusting. I also don't like plain caramel, like Werther's original. No, that's too much. I don't like it, but this is actually pretty good. So for today's book recommendation, we are going with a mystery, a cozy mystery to be exact. And if you followed my journey with cozy mysteries at all, you know that I have not liked a lot of them. However, the very first cozy mystery that I actually liked enough to continue the series was Arsenic and Adobo by Mia P. Manansala. Let me be very clear. This book has Filipino rep, not Latinx rep. A lot of people see Adobo and assume it is Latinx. It is not. There is a Latinx side character. But Lila and her family are Filipino. They have a Filipino restaurant. And that is how you know that if somebody recommends this for Latinx Heritage Month, they didn't read it. Anyway, and this for following Lila Macpagal. She works at her Tita Rosie's restaurant. The series is called Tita Rosie's Kitchen. And in this book, her ex-boyfriend, who is a food critic, he constantly comes to the restaurant and is writing bad reviews, but he keeps coming back. So one day he and Lila kind of get into a little bit of an argument, and then all of a sudden the ex-boyfriend passes out and he dies right there in the restaurant. So now Lila and her family are being accused of murder while also trying to figure out what really happened. I enjoyed this book so much. I have book 2, but I haven't started it yet. Book 3 is already out, so I'm really looking forward to continuing the series. I really like the themes of family and friendship. There's also a lot of representation in this book, which I was not expecting, but really enjoyed. I think I do have a full review of it. If I do, I will have that linked in the cards and in the description. But I really recommend this if you're into mysteries, specifically cozy mysteries with a little bit of amateur sleuthing and a little bit of a romance subplot, which is shocking for me to say because I typically hate that, but in this one I didn't necessarily hate it. I think I ended up rating this like 4 or 4.5 stars. Overall though, I did really enjoy it. I will continue the series, and even though there were some things and some characters that I didn't necessarily love, it wasn't enough to make me want to DNF. I would also recommend getting the audiobook if you can. I personally know that if I'm going to read a book about a culture that I'm not familiar with, I prefer to get the audio just so I get the correct pronunciation of everything. But I do believe that there is a pronunciation, there is a glossary and a pronunciation guide in the beginning, and then there are some recipes in the back. I would say that I'm having a great time with Vlogmas so far, but it's literally only been 3 days and it's way too early to make that determination. But hopefully I can keep up this momentum for the next 3 weeks and I enjoy it all. Let me know if you've read Arsenic and Adobo or if it's on your TBR. Otherwise, that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 4.